going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, back again doing another eBay find video for you guys. And like I said, this is just a way of me sharing with you guys what I found on eBay. And like I said, this is pretty much for my personal collection and not really stuff that I'm gonna grade. This is just stuff that I want to collect loose, just part of my collection. And of course, these are items that obviously I cannot find at a brick and mortar store, and it's just kind of one of those things where I have to go through eBay to find certain items, especially certain figs. And so here is the box, which is really nice. They finally, or you know, it's an actual box. Last time it was in a bagged envelope, and it's just a bad, don't do that, you know, especially if you're sending carded figures. It was a good thing that I'm not trying to get it graded or anything like that, but it's just like, why would anybody put a carded figure into a bag envelope? It's just, that's insane, man. So anyways, so finally this is in a box, so obviously it is a carded figure. So let me just show you. The box is open just because I do check the item just to make sure that it's there before I do a feedback to the seller, and of course make sure that I didn't get duped on, you know, whatever the item that I'm looking for. So let me show you what I got here. So here we got some tissue, and of course here I can feel the item. Let me pull that out, and bam. So this is right here. This is a 2003 Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Of course, this is Raphael, and really awesome. This character design is based off of the reboot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that aired in 2003, and that was by Foxbox, which later turned into 4Kids TV. And so that was the channel pretty much that was airing the new reboot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I think this is a really gorgeous design of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because they didn't really go too far away from like the original design. Like they were trying to keep it to what was, you know, kind of like what was being aired in 1980 with the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoons. And so they kept it kind of similar. It was a little bit more gritty, darker, kind of almost seemed like it was more meant for adults. But anywho, it was a good you know, show and everything like that. And so they did this, and then later on they spun off to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, which is a whole different, you know, kind of, it's the same series, but it was just kind of like a set in a different time. But anywho, so here it is, man. And this right here does have different variants. The card back actually has different variants. This is one of them, which does come with the video game code inside. So there was multiple variants with the card back here for the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So there's one where it's, you know, the figure, and then of course you have the items just like this displayed, and then there's no bonus DVD or bonus game code. And then there's another variant where the actual figure is holding, you know, their weapons and so not. So there is that one. And then of course there's multiple ones where there's different DVDs of different series. And then of course you have this one right here that actually came with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game code inside. And of course here is the rest of the turtles. And then of course you have a pulley line system here, which is kind of cool. Ninja stars, and of course his size. You do have the bio card right there at the bottom, and of course you have the you know, the rest of the turtles and Splinter. So I'm hoping to collect the rest of the turtles. Now these, I don't know, some people go a little crazy on prices with these. I don't know why. They just, it drives me crazy, man. But I couldn't pass this up. I really got a great deal on this, and I was just like, okay, go for it. But I know people were asking like $50 to $60 on these, you know, carded figures, and it's just, it's insane. I don't know why. I mean, they're not uber rare. You can still find them, but it's pretty insane. So I think I picked this guy up for 15 bucks. So I think that was a great deal. But there he is, man. Really awesome figure. I can't wait to actually check him out. I never owned one. The only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures that I owned as a kid, obviously, was the 1988 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then, of course, I do have a couple more in my collection right now. So this will be a great addition right here to add to the collection. So let me go ahead, bust them out of this card back, and then that way we can take a closer look at this awesome action figure. Out of the card back, here we got Raphael's, man. And right off the bat, you could tell that this was inspired by the original 1988 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. Just the way it poses, the way it's just molded, it's it just screams 1988 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's absolutely gorgeous. You got some nice shading around the body and the shell. One thing I have noticed is that the body is a little bit darker than the face, but it's not a big deal, not a big deal for me. But really, absolutely gorgeous turtle, man. And like I said, man, it really, obviously, it's a little bit updated, but you could tell that they went kind of back to the roots of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures, and went with like the 1980s. Just even though that little awkward kind of leg stance that he's got, as you can see right there, he's kind of like at an angle, but you can't really stand him up, and that's how the original turtles were. Of course, at the knees and at the elbows and the knees, you still have that rotation. You really don't have like an actual joint there, but they did upgrade the shoulder, and then of course right there at the legs, the joint, and then of course at the head you just have that nice swivel. But overall, absolutely amazing piece, man. I really love this one. Of course, this one's a little bit different, where the sides don't go into the front, they actually go into the side, which is not it's a nice change, but what I've noticed is that it does hinder Raphael putting his arms down. So as you can see, if it goes right there, you can't really put his arms all the way down. So it's just kind of one of those things where it's a nice change, but it doesn't really work that well. Overall though, it's really awesome figure, man. And for the accessories, you do get these huge ass like ninja stars, which is pretty crazy. These things are huge, but the problem is you don't have anywhere to store them, so they're gonna have to be out there loose. Now for the zip line, that's pretty cool. I want to really try to jimmy rig this thing to my DTOF, because I do have all my turtles displayed in my DTOF, so it'd be really cool to get this guy onto this zip line. But here is the handlebar right there, and then of course you have the line with the hook at the end of the line, which is really awesome. And so it'd be really cool to actually do something like that and have this guy kind of zip lining down or in through one of the shelves of the DTOF. So that'd be really cool. But overall, a really awesome figure. Nice update, but definitely you could tell that they went back to the original 1988 turtles. So this is really cool. And then the one that I have further down the line, which is a 2012 Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, here is also Raphael, and you can tell they totally went different. I mean, obviously the cartoon series is the animation's a little bit different and everything like that, but as you can see, man, here is the figure with more and kind of improved joints and everything like that. And this is a really dope figure too. I really love this one. This was actually I got the 4 turtles. This was like the ones that I wanted to get right off the bat and then move on to these guys. But here, man, this dude, obviously they changed it again. They put the sides in the back, but he did come with a ton of weapons, and so you had like a bunch of these weapons and everything like that for each of the turtles, which is like insane. Like you just have so many options on displaying what weapons and stuff like that. So I just wanted to keep it different, or do something different, and just have every Raphael holding sides, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do something a little bit different. But this is an awesome figure. I really loved it. I'm glad I got this one. I can't wait to get the rest of the turtles, because it's gonna look really dope, and it's just so much reminds me of just the 1988 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, figures. It just looks so dope though. But that's it, man. I just want to show you my recent find, my recent pickup, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.